I think I'm so grateful for the faithfulness of the people that have hung on because they love Jesus
Yeah.
and want to make a difference.
Incredible people we're meeting. Oh my goodness. Incredible kingdom-hearted people.
Yep. So from inner city to the suburbs of Launceston now, to Newstead.
We set out in the morning light, the road ahead unrolled, stories in the steeples, in the hearts that still hold. It started down in Perth town in the Gibson family's prayer. Since the 1850s, grace has echoed everywhere.
Joan, how long have you been connected with Newstead Baptist Church?
I have been here since May 1959.
So what would you say you love about Newstead Church?
Well, first and foremostly, I love it because it's the spiritual home God led me to.
Yeah.
And I have absolute assurance that this is where He wants me to be.
Yeah.
And so I love that I know where God wants me.
Yeah.
And then I love the warmth of the fellowship. It's such a friendly, caring, loving place.
I think God's been teaching the Newstead Baptist Church over the years. What are some of the themes that God's been wanting people to learn here?
Well, I'm thinking the main thing would be reaching out to those that don't know Him over the years and living a life that stands up to what we might say as, and it's doing as well as speaking. And
so whenever Newstead's been at its best, it's been reaching out and it's been encouraging people to live their faith, not just talk about it.
Yes.
If someone was to ask you what the group of people at Newstead were like, what would you say?
Welcoming and friendly, ready to be there to help if there's a need.
That's beautiful.
Hope is rising, love runs deep. Tasmania's calling, and the promise we keep.
Kosan,
Yes.
it is. Thank you for doing this interview. There are many people who haven't met you, but I'm looking forward to helping them see your heart a little bit.
Yes. Thank you, Matt. Nice to meet you. Me too.
It is. So, you have church here
Yes.
on a Sunday afternoon?
Sunday from 1 p.m. to like 3:30 p.m. Yeah.
And your church is for primarily the language is Matu.
Yes, Matu language.
And where have you come from? So you would normally stand here and be preaching.
Yes. Yes.
So where is the Matu language from?
It's actually it's from we are from Myanmar, and we are like it's a ethnic group.
Yeah, an ethnic group from Myanmar.
So from Myanmar.
Yeah. How many are in the Matu church?
Now 52.
52.
Yeah, 52.
That's fantastic.
Members is 52. Houses is like with a widow and singers, like 10 houses, I think.
10 different houses.
Yeah, different family. Yeah.
Yeah.
From some are from Malaysia.
Oh, really?
Some are from India.
Yeah.
So I'm from India, though I'm from Myanmar, but we flee each other country, like Malaysia.
Yeah.
And so congregation also not the same.
No, okay.
Yeah. So
actually, although it is everybody's sort of Chin background.
Yeah, Chin background.
People have different cultures too.
Yeah, different culture, like different community. Though we are from Chin background.
Yeah.
And different language barrier also.
Really?
Yeah. Here we're like the Tasmanian Matu Christian Church. The name is the Tasmanian Matu Christian Church, but language barrier is different. But we can understand all each
Yeah.
other.
So slightly different languages.
Yes, slightly.
I love that you have this partnership with the church here,
Newstead Baptist Church.
with Newstead Baptist
Yeah,
Church.
yes.
So
And
tell me,
same family.
yeah, it's same family. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Tell me about the partnership.
Yeah, partnerships. Pastor Dan is not stranger for me. First time he is very stranger for me because of language barrier.
Yeah.
So when he speak, he is very fast and I cannot understand.
Yes.
And I was so nervous
Yeah.
that now I become familiar with Pastor Dan also. He's a church member and his church leaders also. When I see now, I can say hi,
Yeah.
hello. I can see.
Yes.
I can say like that. I can have a communication or relationship with them.
Yes.
Now it's okay. It's growing. It's a grow day by day, like communication or relationship also with the Newstead Baptist Church.
Yeah. I had to learn. Pastor Paul, who is the pastor of the Nepalese congregation,
Okay.
he has had to be patient with me
Oh yeah.
because there are things that are normal for him that are not normal for me. And so sometimes it does take a long time to build relationship and understand each other.
If you don't mind me, can you pray for our church, like specifically for youth
Yes.
to grow up as they grow up physically and educationally? So let them grow up like spiritually also.
Absolutely.
Now, in my country also,
Yes.
civil war is going on. So now they are struggling with health
Yes.
and education and their daily food also.
Yeah.
It's very hard to find themselves.
So just getting food is a challenge.
Yeah,
So
shelter and food also.
So in the congregation here, are there people with relatives back there? People who have like uncles and aunts and
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
so they hear from their family
Yeah,
that they are having a hard time?
yes. So we are keep praying for our country.
Yes.
Like though the conflict is civil war is still going on, but pastor and evangelists, they are still serving God.
Yeah. They're being brave.
Yes, we keep praying for them.
Yes. So we're leaving now Newstead Baptist Church and Kosan in the Matu Church. I love Kosan. Like it just my immediate just his heart for pastor his the Matu Church and the heart for the young people and the heart for Myanmar. Like it's just amazing. And Newstead, wouldn't it? Like Joan is beautiful. Just cares about the important stuff. Has been there through so many different eras. Just so encouraging to hear how they just love Dan and Maria and the kids.
Beautiful.
And is clearly it's a family church, and it's a church with a future.
With so many, like the rooms are incredible.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness, so much footage.
What an incredible community facility,
Mm-hmm.
and what a gift, eh?
Yeah.
So, according to this, we will come into
Georgetown 2:45.
2:45. We're due there 3 of them.
3. That's right.
We're on track.
We are on track.
From Hobart up to Launceston, through Devonport and Verney Sound, we're tracing lines of faithfulness in every country town. This road we share is paved with grace, footsteps of the faithful in every place. Through years gone by and those to come, the church still sings the kingdom drums. Hope is rising, love runs deep. Tasmania's calling, and the promise we keep.
Well, welcome to our home. G'day. Almost every Baptist church has like a room like this. That's like a
community room.
space. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. The relationships matter, in Baptist churches.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's very much right.
Yeah.
So tell us about Georgetown Baptist Church. What's your experience of it?
Well, it's a friendly family atmosphere, good preaching, and we're seeing a good, I guess, rapport with the town because of the activities we have. Bob participates in quite a few public events. He even does the Anzac Day address, which is interesting, seeing as you probably never heard of Anzac Day before he came.
But there was a time in the last century when this church reached out to the town in such a way that they had a Sunday school with 40 kids in it every single week. And they had people getting saved and baptisms taking place. And the memories in the older folks are still there.
Yeah.
And they've always asked the question, why can't we do that again?
Yeah.
And I say, good question.
Yeah. So what would you say from that is the precious stuff, the DNA that's part of this church?
Well, without a vision, out of context again, maybe, but without vision, people perish.
Yeah.
And these people have had vision. And even though they were perhaps 6 months away from the doors being closed, they just plodded away, showed up every Sunday, worked with what they had, and wouldn't let go.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yes.
So they held on to a foundation that could then be built on.
That's
And
exactly
if
right.
they hadn't been faithful, there wouldn't have been the foundation.
That was amazing again.
I love just Bob and Peter's heart and the heart of the little church here.
Yeah.
I like Georgetown.
Yeah.
I think Bob is a gift to Tasmania. Like, I think that God brought him to Tasmania to support, like he has supported Beauty Point, he's now supporting Gateway, he's basically replanting the Georgetown church or giving it a new lease of life.
Yeah.
And he and Sylvia are just a gift. And
Yeah.
with significant mission experience. And I love, I tend to want to make jokes about Americans and things, but I love his heart. I really love Bob's heart. I love what's happening here at Georgetown. I love the vision and the future focus. And
It's about kingdom stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not about having, I don't know how to even put it. Like, coming in to support a church.
Yeah.
Like whether they can pay him or not.
That's right.
Which is incredible.
Yes.
He sees it as his calling.
And it's how it should be. Like, it's how you do it because it's right, not because you get paid.
Yeah.
With anything to do with ministry.
Yeah.
But it's never as simple as that. It's not often as simple as that. Probably should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Good people again.
Yeah, great people. And now we've got a half-hour drive across the river to another church I've been looking forward to seeing for a long time since I heard about it. The Point Baptist Church.
So you haven't been to this one?
I've never been here to
Okay.
Beauty Point
Okay.
Baptist Church.
In towns like Penguin Smithton and the farms near Sassafras, the Spirit's voice still whispers from deep within the grass. From Somerset's blue coastline to Yola's quiet view, each church a living story of what the Lord can do. This road we share is paved with grace, footsteps of the faithful in every place. Through years gone by and those to come, the church still sings the kingdom drum.
I was actually saying to Leanne before, I'm really grateful for you and the way I think you're wired as an entrepreneur, I think. Or you sort of think outside the box you think like a businessman, but also a sort of kingdom businessman, I think, which is because hopefully we'll get a chance to look at it for the video. But you've also got the Creation Museum here as well.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
Yep. Yeah, it's a passion Michelle and I have had since, before we were really running the seahorse farm, but when we were running it, we both science backgrounds, we knew it was an issue that a lot of people struggle with, and ended up meeting up with a few others through God Connections that had the same sort of vision, but individually and separately to us. And over a number of years, we planned that and had big plans, but as a smaller space became available, connected with our lease here, we decided to open it up there.
That's great. I mean, and you just mentioned casually managing the seahorse world. It's one of the premier tourism things in Tassie, really.
Yeah, well, it's very well known, that's for sure. It's well established, of course, and it's very unique. It's unique not just for Tassie, it's unique in Australia and in fact the world.
Why is it unique?
Well, there's very few seahorse breeders in the world,
why is that?
Well, it's not a massive market and it's difficult. And some of the species we breed, the International Husbandry Manual says don't bother breeding, they're too difficult.
Wow.
But we've sort of nutted those ones out, I think with God's grace and help. And so we export those around the world. I think God's plans were, it's a long story in that. God made it clear to us that he wanted us to buy the business, which we probably don't have time for here, but I think his plan ultimately was not for us to be so much in the business, but to my dad came here and mum, and we looked around and said there's not much going on here in the church and Christian scene, so why don't we do something?
And look, to be honest, my head's still processing this being a church. Like, this is beautiful.
Oh, it's sensational, yeah. Yeah, it's always commented on. But the downside of it in a way is that we're hidden away.
Yes.
We don't have a front for the church. People in Beauty Point even and Beaconsfield don't necessarily know there's a Baptist church here because we haven't got big signs out anywhere, and we're not allowed to put them out the front either. So that's one of...
What are your hopes and dreams for the future?
For the church?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the church, I would just love to see us impacting the local community more and more. Our church has got quite a few people in it that have been saved from the local community, and so we see that, well, maybe there wasn't going to be a lot of opportunity for that if we weren't here.
Yeah.
And it's the same basically from Beaconsfield through to Greens Beach, there's no Christian church apart from us and the little Uniting Church locally. So we want to be God's presence in this area.
Fantastic. What's it like for you to see the next generation sort of picking up the mantle and carrying on, in many ways, the heart, in a slightly different context, but carrying on the heart?
Marvellous. But there was nothing that would have draw people here except preach the word.
Yeah.
And the fellowship, because of that, the presence of God, often was tangible.
Yeah.
When we first came down here and Craig invited us down here, it was mainly so his kids could have Christian kids to be around.
Yeah.
And it has gone from that to, where it is today now with the with having youth, with having young adults, and it's incredible to see the growth of the people. In fact, the main thing that I'm doing here now is to help train their leadership, because it's growing to the point where that's the next step, I think.
Fantastic. What is it you appreciate? The same question. What is the DNA? What is the special thing about this fellowship?
Love and family.
Yeah.
The connection and the love of Jesus it just shows on every person here. Everyone's just like your sister and brother. Everyone's here to help you.
Yeah.
They look out for you, you know, when things are struggling, you know, if you're struggling or whatever. Yeah, it's just home,
Yeah.
home.
That was an amazing little church.
It's beautiful.
It-
It felt like you were on a boat.
Uh,
You were just right on the wharf.
It's now dark and we're heading, so I've got the light on temporarily so you can see, at least see my face sort of a bit, I think, on the camera. But we're heading up towards the northwest, trying to work out where exactly we land. The goal was Burnie, but maybe a bit optimistic. It was encouraging just to hear the partnership with Texas, hear Craig's dad Ray and his heart for church planting, and Buddha, and just the beautiful heart behind the church. And then to see a little bit of the creation music and Craig's heart in that. Yeah, I love Craig.
Yeah, it's very smart.
He's a smart boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't see the world the same as him in some things, but I really like him, and
He's obviously a thinker.
I love wrestling stuff through with him.
Yeah.
Like I love the dialogue, which is, I think, that's what Baptist churches, being Baptist, we've got to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But we're driving and it is dark, and I probably shouldn't have the light on.
Yeah, let's turn the light off because there is going to be wallabies on the road, and we do not want to hit one.
Preferably.
So it'll be a slow trip to wherever we land, and yeah. And then Matt will be doing lots of video editing.
We'll
What's
how
a
it
giveaway sign? Oh no, that's from there.
goes.
Sorry, I'm going to be. Yeah, we might turn the camera on and the light off.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully this video makes it to you in the not too distant future. We'll see how we go with the editing. But that's day 2 wrapped.
Yep.
We've seen is that 5 churches today plus the Matu, and 6
No,
churches.
6 churches. No, 7. Because we saw 4 in Launceston and 2 out here,
and then
and the Matu.
so
that's
7 churches. Okay,
Yeah, busy day.
busy day. Starting tomorrow in Sheffield, and getting to a bunch of the country churches, which I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to seeing Sassafras and Lower Barrington.
Yeah.
Anyway, we probably should focus on the road.
Yeah, over and out.
From the streets of Glenorchy to Longford's wide embrace to Beauty